All right. We are back on YouTube. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? How are you guys on this sunny Wednesday? And during this stream, we're gonna do a few things. I think the market is looking pretty nice for a pre-FOMC session. We have already had CAT CPI and JPY rates. We don't have any news coming in this session, but of course in the PM session we have USD rates, and tomorrow we have London session, GSF rates, and during New York we have GBP rates. So we're not done with the big news events yet. But for now, what I'm looking at personally is I think we can trade back to the weekly bullish for value gap on the dollar. And let me quickly check what the prediction of the rates is, that the rates are staying the same, which I think will be surprising. And when rates are the same, like DXY goes down when investors think that there will be rate cuts, but when rates stay the same, that's actually quite bullish for the dollar. So what I'm seeing right now happening is yesterday we took previous week's low. We start displacing higher, and we have a breaker here and a value gap to go higher. So for this session, I'll be looking for potential longs on DXY. I'm not sure if I'm going to trade it, but I'm going to analyze it from this point of view. But it would mean shorts on the USD pairs. That would make the most sense. Overlap with 4 hours. So let's see if this idea follows through. It looks like it does, but on a lower time frame, we can just look for, okay, do we create some buy structure, then go higher. That's how I want to play the dollar. The only issue is I have my trade plan that I don't execute USD pairs before FOMC. So that sucks. So I'm probably going to tape read this. But trading towards the weekly CB on dollar would definitely be a play. Then let's look at the USD pairs themselves. We took a high here. We start moving lower. Ugly high here. I would like the higher, but looks like we want to trade lower. I was already looking at potential lower prices yesterday, but we respect this 4-hour busy. Yeah, so I have a bearish bias on the USD pairs for the session. But like I said, I don't execute before FOMC. So that means this session is a no execution zone for me for the USD pairs. Am I muted? I hope not. I hope not. Maybe refresh the page. Cool. So that's for the USD pairs. But I think there are more opportunities coming in. Let's start with the indices. Indices are very interesting right now. We are still bearish on the higher time frame. Weekly, monthly, daily. Do it here. We start slowing down, and I want to see during this session what we will do. But I think we can start retracing upwards more. I think we are such in a deep discount. I think we can. We have ST at the lows here with ES right there, and my favorite actually would be US 30 for a swing position. This is the position I'm looking at. Let's remove the execution so you guys have a clear view of what I'm looking at. So here we have aggressive sells. Aggressive buys is on a 4-hour time frame. Drag up 1, drag up 2 yesterday inside the order block. We moved away from there, and obviously now we are consolidating. I think the real move will come in the PM session. keep in mind, I think US30 looks nice for potential longs. Then for the CAD pairs, for the JPY pairs, we have a daily bearish value gap here. Internal to external could definitely be a play. That's what I'm going to be looking at. Inside the daily bearish value gap, we also have an overlapping 1 hour bearish value gap that's been tapped into in a kill zone. London high here, which makes me want to short JPY. That means long JPY pairs, and I think CAD JPY looks the nicest. So Kiko, we talked about it yesterday during our stream. I like the setup as well. We're looking at tap into the daily bearish value gap. If we tap into it again, that's fine. I'll just take a loss, but I think we can go higher. You might wonder, why is my TP here? Because I like this swing high. We already took this high, so the next obvious swing high will be here. A low hang fruit for 1 to 3. That's a trade I'm in. I took that after London session, so when I saw this candle closing, I waited until 6. When we had the candle close, I was in here to see if we can potentially take a trade. So during my strategy, during these kind of weeks, we have massive news reports. I like to trade bigger trades, or some still intraday, but I like some bigger executions as well. An example of that is the used GHF short. It's on a 1 hour structure, holding that for almost 40 hours. No, that's not true. 24 hours. Yeah, 30. Yeah, 30 hours. I took also a trade on GCAT. So already on Monday, I took a short. Today I was like, let's do fancy. Let's try to long this on the 1 hour. Like I took a loss. This is what I saw. The 1 hour value gap, an order block, the value gap 1, the value gap 2. We gave a nice reaction, but then we start breaking down lower. That's gonna be a loss, so I'm still up for the week. But full transparency, I take losses as well. So for this session, I think JPY would be nice. Let's see if we can start breaking down lower. We have the open in a little more than 3 minutes. And let's take a look at some other pairs. For the other indices, for example, here on the UK 100, I'm bullish. Monthly level. So we have a small daily for value gap right here. Very small. That's the case. If that's it, then I missed the move. I'm okay with it. I'm hoping to see some retracement towards the bottom one. For the German index, basically the same. Oh, nice. We are approaching that area, which I like to take longs again on the German index. So we have 2 daily value gaps. One here and one here. I like this one the most because there's also a 1 hour and 4 hour bullish value gap there. If you now trade into it during the session and start making a buy structure, of course, I'm going to take longs. So the DAX would be one of my top picks for this session. So it deserves a tap here. Let's see if we kind of go to here and then go higher or start breaking down towards this area. Jelson, the buy on CAD JPY. We must follow. No. Now, if you, if you like the idea of a lower JPY, or a lower JPY basket. So that means internal range liquidity of your value gap. Just basically following the bearish order flow inside this value gap, then trade lower. And then you know, okay, based on this lower JPY, we're going up for the JPY pairs. For example, GHF JPY or AUD JPY here. Look at this, very clean as well. NCD JPY also in that. So all the JPY pairs are in their respective daily bullish value gaps, which is nice. From the one I liked CAT JPY the most. It has to do with that recently CAT is stronger than usually. Still stronger. That's why I took the CAT trade. CAT JPY trade. Yeah. So daily level. Very nice candles here. Down close candle, order block. If you drop even to the lower time frame, this is what I like the most. And maybe you recognize this model, the Skool model. Liquidity sweep, daily level, value gap 1, value gap 2 right here. There's the entry. It's the exact, this isn't a Skool model entry for me. With a bigger TP than usual. This would be like more like a Skool model trade, like a 1 to 2. But I think this one can go higher. That's why bigger stop loss, bigger TP, or 1 to 3. And tomorrow morning, I am going to release. So tomorrow during London session, there will be a new video released. Next week, I postponed the order book video to next week. I couldn't sleep last night, so I pushed out like an insane video about how to get funded guaranteed this 2025. Like a 35-minute video, like a longer one, a big one, where I just drop a lot of juice with also an entry model, the Skool model, and how to actually use it to get funded. So that's coming up tomorrow London session. And the next week the order book video will be out. Cool. Okay, so we are open. And we were looking at the JPY pairs. We did that already. And of course, we're gonna look at CAT JPY because I'm in that one. And I don't want you guys to follow my trades. If you like the trades I take and you think you agree with it, of course, take it. But this should be based on your own analysis, not just follow blindly because you don't learn anything from that. That's great. I seen the chat previous week, missed a lot of trades because but I'm not sad because they never give me the entry. That's good. That's good. That means you followed your plan. And that means sometimes missing more trades than usual. So be it. I like that. How is our friend Gold doing? Gold is strong as always. No entry on gold yet this week. Like I took this one last week. I missed the move here. But since then, I'm actually waiting for a retracement. Would be nice to get that somewhere soon, maybe today with the rate decisions. To play one of these two scenarios on gold. One will be from here or from here. Similar with the DAX, with the German index, right? Or from here or from here. And we're just gonna wait now for which one will be better. Cool. AUD has my attention. For potential longs. We are bullish. We tapped into the weekly bullish value gap. Not a big tap, like it's a small one, like just lost to rebalance. But after we tap that, start moving higher. I'm gonna keep a watch on the AUD pairs this week. Same here on G, EA. It could be something. We're gonna keep an eye on the AUD pairs. And that is what I like to do when we have so many news stuff going on. I'm okay with looking at other pairs. So for example, now we have USD rates coming in today. That means I'm looking at non-USD pairs mainly. So JPY, I'm looking at AUD looks nice. Let's take a look at NZD pairs. Also very nice. Look at how we tapped into the weekly busy here. See which one is stronger. Similar right now. So weekly looks nice, but then on the daily they are both in a respective daily SIBI. For NZD I'm neutral on because of that. Weekly busy, daily SIBI, I just wait then. The cat already tried and lost. Let's see what the indices are going to do. And most of the time, guys, they don't do anything before the Fed. So expect consolidation. We'll quickly go to the next one. Oh, you guys have those blue lines too? I'm not the only one? Oh, I thought it was me. I thought it was me. This one, like, what? Really? Okay. I spent too much time trying to fix that. Yeah, very weird. Let me see, the previous rate decision was on January 29th. Let's go to NASDAQ on January 29th. Right here. January 29th. Yeah, we had some moves, but not big. Yeah, we had a little drop last time. Yeah, it looks very ugly, the NASDAQ chart, yeah. Perhaps they want to push everyone back to US 100. Yeah, I'm very curious about the rate decision, because Trump publicly states that he wants to cut rates. But Jerome Powell says, no thank you, big boy, we're not going to do that. Well, when we don't cut rates, that is of course still bearish for indices. So let's see, that's going to be the case. Here, this looks to me pretty interesting. Weekly liquidity sweep, displacement higher, 70 for value gap, closing higher. Two lines is like, is it? But when I go to my settings, where in the settings is this? Canvas? This is my own background? Yeah. If you can point me where I need to adjust this, it'd be awesome. Setting, then symbol. Whoa. You absolute legend. Thanks. Big kudos to you, Sam. Appreciate it. Let's go. Yeah, gold looks like it wants to go sell off. Maybe update your TradingView app. It is settings, symbol, and it's only on the contracts here. NQH, symbol, electronic trading hours. Okay, cool. Now I can use them again. Legend. We appreciate it. Yeah, so let's do the analysis on YM. It's my favorite of the three indices. Obviously, big sell-off. We started to create some buy structure here on the 4 hour, which I like. Aggressive buys, aggressive sells. I feel like I've won here with the order block here as well. I feel like I got 2 there. Obviously very tricky to trade before FOMC, but I think swing this could be a play. The OEM looks best in my opinion. Cool, let me know in the chat if there's any pairs you want me to look at. Here, London. Set up. S&T's at the lows. Aggressive sells, aggressive buys. Let's see if we can make a buy structure here on the lower time from NASDAQ. So here we have a balanced price range and also a 1-minute unicorn. So you want price to react basically from this area. You then go to the upside to potentially start a buy structure. Also potentially gonna look for gold shorts. Closer towards 10. Okay, so from this Bennett's price range, here you want to see a reaction to the upside. If price wants to go higher. GPAOD. Yeah, very nice. If I got 1, if I got 2. For sure. Yeah, the highs are also nice. Kick off for sure. For now, it looks like the Bennett's price range here is respected. Inversion value gap overlapping with a fair value gap. Again, this was a high probability area where price could react from. Let's see if we continue higher with another fair value gap in 2 minutes from now. Well, pretty nice reaction. Also, if you zoom out a bit, we have a massive order block created in 4 minutes from now. Let's see how if we close up above this down close candle. Cool, so we're close to 10 a.m. Reverse gap 1, reverse gap 2. Here in the 5-minute value gap. Yeah, higher indices now looks pretty nice. Keep in mind, we still have rate decision coming in later today. In my opinion, it looks pretty good. We also potentially create a 4-hour bullish value gap from this move, from this candle. So when we have the rate decision, we go higher, of course. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. I like it. My eyes are also going to the German index. Yeah, I'm looking at the German index for potential trade. Following the up move from Nasdaq. Daily bullish value gap. The order book here. Gold is coming down too. Low-hanging fruit target will be the 4-hour BC. So there goes Nasdaq. So this is a very important signature in price. And once Nasdaq starts trading again, I'm also going to start with slowly getting some futures prop firms back again, like Topstep, like Apex, to play like these kind of scalps. These kind of very easy recognizable signature in price. Those sells, aggressive buys, Spanish price range. This is take your entry from these kind of points for a clean 1 to 2. And now focus more on the intraday trades. But once Nasdaq starts trading again, I'm anticipating that to be pretty soon. And maybe you guys remember exactly a year ago, we started live streaming here on the channel and we trade Nasdaq every single day. That's because from March and forward, I'm expecting price to start trading again. That's why I'm interested in it. Cool. So did anyone take Nasdaq? Any chance? It'll be awesome. I did not. These signature prices, want to screenshot and want to save. So JPY looks like it wants to continue with the internal to external. We short JPY, I mean the longs on the JPY pairs. Nice, Judy. Well done. 15-minute breakout strategy. It was there. It was exactly there. This is your exact entry model, right? You break out from the open 15-minute. If I remember your strategy correctly. Yeah, awesome. So when you see your strategy happening, you take it. That's the most amazing feeling in the world. You also have days where you want to see it, but you didn't. But for now, what I would definitely recommend doing, if you see it, for example, here, Judy, for you, screenshot right now your chart and put it in your journal or in your book of truths or whatever you want to put it or to review later. Or basically like that little folder where you can train your eyes. Great question from Avila in the chat about the rate decision. Yeah, if there's a rate cuts, what you will see is that the stock market likes that and wants to go up. When rate decisions stay the same, price is pretty neutral. So it's probably like the movement of the market after FOMC, when there is no rate decision, that means it stays the same. Then the press conference from Jerome Powell will be very impactful because they're gonna hint something. Like you have that classic good morning, and then the whole market rallies one way or the other from Jerome Powell, and probably it's just gonna happen this time as well. So I probably think DXY will go higher, yes. But if the Nasdaq will go follow lower, I'm not sure. Because DXY and Nasdaq are not actively correlated right now. Because they basically both are going down for a long time already. Cool, so make a clear game plan for yourself of what you're going to do in the coming few hours. My best tip I can give you is minimize your exposure until after the PM session. That means come back tomorrow, come to New York, maybe London already, but I would just try come back tomorrow in New York, see what the not only the rate from the USD, but also the GHF, and we also have GBP rate decision coming in. All those news events, let's see what damage they gave. Go to the higher time frame displacements and follow those ones. And obviously, if you see a nice position, so in my case, I saw a nice position potentially for CAD JPY here, from the daily internal to external. This one, I'm good with taking that, and I'm also good with taking a loss. Of course, these are not directly USD related, but you will see with the rate decision that all the currencies will move because of that. For example, the same for Nasdaq. If you see a nice swing position, take it. In general, what I would give you as tip is if your position can withstand a big move from a rate decision, then you should be definitely in the market. And of course, if your broker or platform allows it to trade through it. But if you're an intraday trader, your platform doesn't allow you to sit through red folder. So that means if you get stopped out or get your TP hit during a red folder, your account is blown. If that's the case, there is no incentive at all at being in the market right now. So don't chase the big green candles today. That's the red line I want to give you. That's also what I'm gonna do. Let's come look for a potential position here on DEX that we're interested in, but we are moving away from the 1 hour SIBI. So let's see if we get a nice move to the upside. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at CAD JPY, but I'm not looking at it. I'm already in it. Gold shorts could be, but could be also be waiting. And I would say YM longs as a swing. Could be also a very nice addition. And the cool part is, let's say you missed a move. So you now decide to be a professional trader and you're not chasing the market. And let's say the rate decisions make NASDAQ displays higher. There will be a point, maybe tomorrow, Friday or Monday, the price retraces, setting a low of the session, low of the week, low of the day, and trades higher. Then you didn't gamble here. You waited, you were patient, that's what traders do. Then you took the move to the upside, which the move from today perhaps already gave you. Like today gave you the indication like, hey, we want to go higher based on the information that's given to you. Price goes higher, leave this for value gaps. You can take your entry in the value gap to continue that move where it wanted to go in the first place. Jacobo, you're talking about NASDAQ right now with the question? If you're talking about silver bullet, I think you would talk about NASDAQ. Silver bullet, people who don't know what the silver bullet is you mark out 90 EM high and low. I think, yeah, those are these two. We're here. And there. And you wait for one of them to be taken out and then try to short, in this case, towards the 90 EM low. Of course, could be, but I'm gonna follow the bullish order flow for now. So I'm not gonna play a silver bullet. But obviously, it could happen, yeah, for sure. But I'm definitely not chilling on the 1 or 5 minute during these pre-FOMC sessions. Cool. I'll leave the stream on for a few more minutes. Obviously, if you like the stream, if you like the value you receive, make sure you destroy the like button, or you give it a gentle touch, whatever you prefer. Needs to be hit. The like button. Massage it. Tap it. How do you control the order flow? I call my friends, market makers, and I say, yo, I'm going long right now. And then they say, we got you, bro. No, I'm joking, Jago. I think what you mean is like how to read the order flow. I read it from the higher time frame. So my bias mainly is from the 4 hour and up. So for now, daily, weekly, monthly on NAS, for example, are all bearish. So it means longing this is by default lower probability on the lower time frame. But with the current state of the market, I think we can start seeing some upside. That's why I'm a little biased towards the upside, but we're still very, very bearish. So here we're very bearish, and here we start to consolidate a bit. We have an S&P at these lows, so we could see some upside, but again, neutral. Tomorrow we'll give you the answers. Afida says, FOMC will drop price to the EM session low before going higher. Cool. Cool. If that's your bias, play it. Play it. Make money with it. I have a neutral bias, so I hope it works out with Villa. You're gonna make amazing money. But I honestly don't know. I don't predict or try to predict FOMC just as I don't try to predict NFP or CPI. yeah, like this is a very nice month. Week 1 we have NFP, week 2 we have CPI, week 3 we have FOMC, like all the 3 big boys every week after each other. Pretty cool. But yeah, I'm very curious what the market will do with you guys. Cool. So JPY decided it's time to not go up again. It's not very friendly. Oh no, it's happening again. Nice. Well. Yeah. Probably want to go up. Cool. Cool. Yeah, that's everything I had to share for today, guys. So, good session, prepping for FOMC. The main pointer is, don't gamble. You know better. Your fortunes are not going to be made in one afternoon. So try to be very disciplined here. If you try to be in the market, to have exposure in the market, which you of course can do, be very humble. Don't chase, don't overtrade. And yeah, that's everything I had to share. If you like today, leave a W in the chat, drop a W in the chat right now, and then I'll see you all very soon. And tomorrow, very, very valuable video dropping about getting funded, and with the Skool model entry model, give you a whole explainer. So make sure you subscribe to the channel to not miss a thing. And yeah, don't blow your accounts. And I'll see you later.